Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Lotte and today I'm going to be sharing with you 20 life lessons that I've learned by 20. So by the time you're watching this, if it's on the day that it's posted, it will be my 20th birthday. So goodbye to the teens and in with the 20s, which is a really scary thing to say. I love watching these kind of videos and listening to podcasts where people talk about their life lessons at a certain stage in their life, and I know for me I found that really helpful and to take insight from someone else and their experiences. So I do hope you enjoy this video, and if there's a particular life lesson that you'd like me to talk more about or you'd like to hear more about, I am going to be doing a little like 20-day thing on Insta. So my Instagram is Lotte Stoll with 3 L's because Instagram wouldn't let me have 2 L's. And I'm going to be going into detail about each life lesson over the next 20 days. So if you would like to hear more about one particular one or a couple of them, then that's where you'll be able to find it. But let's get into these life lessons. So number 1, the only real way to increase your self-esteem is to set yourself a goal and work towards that goal. If you don't achieve the goal, that's not what actually matters, but it is the principle of attempting to that will increase your confidence and increase your self-esteem. Number 2, guilt and betrayal are the biggest teachers of moral compass and personal values. Number 3, nothing changes if nothing changes. People can change certain attributes of themselves, but only if they acknowledge and take responsibility for those in order to then leave them behind. Number 4, beauty is not a universal spectrum. It is entirely subjective, and I think the quote, "Fairy lights and flowers are both beautiful but look nothing alike," puts this really nicely. Number 5, associating yourself with certain characteristics, for example, I am a morning person, or I'm a procrastinator, or I'm an evening person, will manifest itself into parts of your personality and make it very hard to break free from. Number 6, you will get over that person who treated you badly, and heartbreak doesn't last forever. Number 7, you can and you should separate yourself from the past if it is no longer serving you in the present. Number 8, never ever let "I've just washed my hair" be the reason that you don't do something. I can't stress this enough. Going in the pool, going in the sea, having the windows down and your hair getting blown around will always be more fun and worth it. Worth the memories, worth the experience, than having to wash your hair for a second time that day. Number 9, not every friendship needs to be a strong friendship or needs 100% being given to it. I think it's important to enjoy those smaller friendships where you see somebody in school or in work, you chat in the corridor, you exchange a smile and maybe a birthday message. You don't have to give everything to everyone. Number 10, sometimes it is your fault and you just have to accept and acknowledge that and apologize and then move on from it. Number 11, forgiveness and reconciliation are not the same thing. You can accept somebody's apology without having to go back to the way that you were with them previously, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. Number 12, stargazing or a visit to the mountains can be a really good way to gain perspective. Number 13, long distance relationships, whether they work out or they don't, are a great way to gain insight into yourself and how you are in a relationship. Number 14, you become the people that you surround yourself by, but more importantly in this day and age especially, you become what you're consuming in terms of like social media consumption, and just be mindful of that. Number 15, you do not have to squeeze yourself into one little box or one aesthetic or idea, there's a fly on my nose, that you've created for yourself. You can always say yes, you can always say no, and most importantly, you can always change your mind no matter how deep you are into something. Number 16, a lot of the people who are in your life now probably won't be in your life in 5 years' time, so don't try so hard to please them or impress them. The only people that you need to be, the flies on my face. The only people that you need to be impressing are your 8-year-old self and your 80-year-old self. Number 17, everyone needs a linchpin. This is something that I read in a book, and I can't for the life of me remember what the book was called. If I remember it, I will put it on the screen. And this book spoke about having a linchpin. I had no idea what a linchpin was, and I googled it, and it's basically a little pin that goes through the axle in a wheel to hold it together. And what the book was saying is that everybody needs something in their life that brings them together and holds them together and keeps them motivated and inspired. So whether that be a sport, some creativity, writing, whatever it may be, everybody needs that thing that you go back to be able to refuel yourself and feel inspired and like you again. Number 18, what comes around goes around. Be nice to people and you'll start to see the more positive, nice side to karma. Number 19, somebody can be a good person without having every single trait of what you deem is necessary to being a good person. We're all learning and growing together, so try not to have such high expectations of people to fulfill this image that you've created of them. It's only going to hurt you in the end. And finally, number 20, life is a book that we share with over 8 billion other authors. Choose who you write your story with wisely. Never let anybody overstay their welcome in a chapter. Never overstay your own welcome in a chapter. And most importantly, understand and listen to the stories of others without having to make them your own. You're on this journey by yourself and you're creating this story for yourself. Enjoy the presence of others within it, but make sure that you're living true to yourself and not trying to follow in the exact footsteps of somebody else. If life is a path and we all were going to the same destination, then it would be a very busy destination. So make it your own and enjoy the company of others, but as I said, don't feel that you have to become others. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've loved reflecting on the life lessons that I feel like I've gained up till now. Obviously, I'm only 20 as of the day that this is being posted. Right now, I'm still 19, so I'm still in the teens. But yes, I don't have much life experience as of yet, but I am still learning, and I feel like this is significantly more than I could have spoke about 5 years ago. So I encourage you to do the same whatever age you are, and just think about some of the life lessons you've gained. It was a really good time to gain insight and spend a moment reflecting on experiences that I've had, and I think that's really valuable. So I wish you all a very, very happy new year and a very successful, happy, prosperous 2023 filled with smiles, laughs and lots of love. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely year.